does this recording will even work? Again, this computer for our listeners. This is it for the computer.
Yeah, I mean, with such an important event like this, it's kind of like if you can't perform in the big time,
Yeah,
it's kind of like what are you even doing? You know?
I agree. It's just it's very disappointing because I've had this guy for a long time. This is my you know what? This is actually only I haven't had well. How long is a long time in like a computer lifespan? Well, let's consider that.
I mean, I know they get updated pretty quick, but if you like, I've had mine since beginning of college, and it still feels not new, but it doesn't feel ancient. But I honestly think, I guess, would that be like 7 years? That is pretty old. So I don't know how long you've had yours, but I'm guessing a little longer. So yours is probably like basically a fossil. But
Let me give you the full details here.
yeah.
Using my Chromebook,
Oh.
which is newer. My old laptop, oh, that could definitely not handle Skype. And now my Chromebook is the second oldest. This one's only been, I think I got this in 2020, late 2020. So it's not that old.
That's not even that old. That's not that old.
And it's done. It's done. Let me tell you. I mean, it was cheap, so I don't really, I think I got it for like $100 off too. I think it was only like two. It was nothing. So it wasn't that big. No, it's not nothing. But,
gotcha. It's kind of like
I got my money's worth out of it, you know.
Okay. Well, that's what we're here for.
But like, I would have expected it to, you know, load Skype in less than 5 minutes. Tanner, I was just giving Alex all my excuses for my catastrophe that's happening here in my apartment.
Tanner, my agent's going to be on my ass for this delay, so I don't know. I know your agent runs a pretty tight ship too. Your talent agent, Tanner. So it's
I don't know. We're staring at a blank Tanner profile, so talking to no one.
Well, even a blank Tanner profile is full of intrigue, mystery, and wonder.
There's a lot. Yeah,
he commands a lot of respect in the entertainment business. But are
we talking about Jonathan Majors and his most recent conviction?
He definitely commanded a lot of respect when he took those actions. That's for sure. No one was messing with him.
Right.
That's one way to look at it. Well, apparently, Skype reminded me. More like Skype told me. Like when I just now logged into Skype, it said actor Jonathan Majors. Yeah, he didn't get any jail time, and he got 1 year of slap on the wrist. Maybe he could still be in my Marvel movies. Yay! Now Marvel doesn't have to replace him.
Oh, okay. Well,
crisis averted. At least no one was harmed, right?
Yeah.
From a Marvel, that's like I remember going on the r/Marvel subreddit, and they were all like that, like, let's wait till the evidence clears, okay? You know, like let's wait because we don't want our Phase 4 ruined. He's Kang. They're setting up the next Thanos. We don't want it ruined.
They're just looking out for what's right.
Well, yeah. In a way that's like, you know, they're on the Marvel subreddit, so they're really not, you know, their interests lie elsewhere. You know. Well,
yeah. Well, it's kind of funny.
We'll
you'd think with people who watch movies about superheroes restoring
being
you think they care about
it.
Yeah, you think they care about it in the real world, but maybe not.
This podcast with me and someone else.
And
someone else. Don't forget someone else. Yeah. Tanner, I hate to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Goodness, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Daniel was talking about how his technology was kind of choking in the big game, shall we say.
Yeah.
And I know for our listeners this is well in the past, but for us, not at all. We got a big game today, Tanner. And I'm really excited to hear your take on the UConn-Purdue basketball matchup. What do you got?
Oh wait.
And Tanner, hold on. Before you answer, remember you can only, for copyright reasons, you have to refer to it as the big game. Right? So you
Correct.
know.
Wait, isn't March Madness over? Am I crazy? It's over, right?
Well, Tanner, I know you're a
I'm looking
man
this
of
up.
tradition. I know you're a man of tradition, and I know you've always been about the classic women's game, which happened yesterday, and you
Yes.
thought,
Okay, I
oh,
watched
okay,
that one.
yeah, it's over.
Well,
That's
I
what you're
assumed I assumed rather poorly because I thought the women's basketball started, like the tournament started after the men's. So I finished it with, or I figured, wait, that doesn't make any sense then.
I think,
Yeah.
Daniel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they have fewer teams, so wait, but they still have the same amount of weekends, don't they? Wait, now I'm
the
confused.
women's tournament.
Yeah, do they have 16 seeds?
Yeah.
If they, okay. Well, I'm a complete clown.
Okay, so it's really the fact that they just scheduled it yesterday, the women's championship, is because they didn't want it to align on when men were playing, probably. So they could maximize viewership.
That's just a scheduling thing, so you can.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. No, it was a good women's tournament from what I saw. That was the only bracket I did make was for work. Was a women's tournament because, well, to be frank, it's all random, and I figured I had a better shot of winning the pool because if you looked at the brackets, there were like 150 men's brackets and like less than 40 women's brackets.
Oh.
So
Playing the numbers.
It's called hedging my bets.
Yeah.
So I don't think I won though. So I guess it didn't really matter, but I guess I really only made a bracket for women's. Is there like a points thing that I can like tell you and you'll be like, oh, that was good?
Yeah, talk about size being a skill. Just say that.
Yeah. Well, I know LSU. I watched not LSU. Excuse me, South Carolina. They had like a player that was just a foot taller than the rest, right?
Oh, yeah. The one with red hair.
Yeah.
And is also tall. Very physically distinct.
I know they're all tall because it's basketball, but wait, is this my bracket? How do I find my brackets? My brackets. Okay, there we go.
Alex is on a time limit. Again, he's very busy. He does have 20 seconds. So,
Who does?
say
What? You cut out a lot.
I know, right? It's the computer thing. We talked about this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Alex knows.
Yeah, Daniel and I are well acquainted with one another as well as this problem. It's unfortunate, but out of Daniel's control. I'm on a limited schedule. I actually am meeting up with some people to watch the big game. No trademark, no copyright.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so then I'm predicting Purdue by 12.
Wow, all right. For intrigue, I'm gonna go UConn by 5. Daniel, you got to be the tiebreaker.
I was gonna go UConn.
Okay.
Let's go 4.
Okay. Daniel and I one in the same, but Tanner's wild card pick might win the day. Thanks. This was brought to you by
DraftKings.
Go Draft Duel. Actually, Draft Duel is
Draft Duel fan games. Yeah. So you guys can responsibly what even I guess you can say bet, right? Like in those ads. I feel like
say the word
wager. Do they say wager? They have like.
I heard that wager was like frowned upon or something. There's like specific verbiage that they're like, oh, don't say that. Or maybe it's legal.
Engage in
Engage in skill-based risk management. Is that a good way to say betting?
That's perfect. That's
skill-based risk. I don't have a fucking problem. I'm just really good at skill-based risk management. Yeah. That kind of sounds awesome. I kind of want to start gambling.
That's perfect corporate jargon for betting.
Like gambling
Yeah.
sounds gross and just kind of like
Dirty.
money.
You could be like, I'm an athletic speculator, or no,
I'm trying to think of an analog with like stock market, like quant.
yeah, franchise analysis expert.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I'm a franchise analyst expert dealing with something skill-based
Yeah.
risk management. I'm writing that down. That's a tweet. Franchise. What do you say? Franchise analysis
Expert.
engaging in high skill risk management. Skill-based risk management.
Yeah.
That's good. I need to.
Tanner. Yeah, he'll be posting this later. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting that in my freaking tweets. That is going in my tweets.
Send it.
He's doing it right now. He's doing it live on air, by the way, for our listeners.
I have not. How do I log in?
I remember.
Wow.
I downloaded Twitter. I got a Twitter account because a girl I was crushing on like posted something and like needed likes or something like that, and I was like, I don't worry, I got you. I don't even have Twitter, so I haven't used it since. But you can be sure as hell that I'll be liking that tweet. What was that?
Can I say that's the most Alex thing I've ever heard?
Yeah.
That's pretty on brand. So yeah. That's Daniel. You may not be a franchise analysis expert. You might be an Alex analysis expert. I feel like you can just say analyst, but expert analyst. There we go.
Yeah, no disrespect, Alex, but that's you agree it's a pretty Alex thing to do.
Yeah, I would and have definitely done that.
Okay, I don't know if I haven't tweeted in forever. What if it doesn't get any likes? Can we craft? Okay, yeah.
Put in the description. What's your handle? We'll put it in the description. So, all our listeners.
Well, what if I said, I don't have a betting problem, a gambling problem?
Yeah, that's good.
How do I make this funny? Babe, I don't gamble.
Yeah, no, you've got it right there, and then just finish it off. Expert analyst, franchise expert.
No, gamble. I engage in skill-based risk management as a franchise expert. Right? Is that good?
Yeah, I think so.
Engage in skill-based like this, risk management, a franchise for analysts. Is that good? Guys, is that the tweet?
I think you can send it.
But what if this isn't funny?
Well,
Skill-based risk management. Okay, I think it's funny.
You had two other people think it's funny. Daniel, I don't care what you actually think.
I never...
It's definitely... Yeah, no, two other people think it's funny, Tanner. And,
but I want to... Babe, I don't have a gambling problem. Like, it's conversational, right? Like clearly, your significant other partner is like, oh, you're gambling again. Back on FanDuel, DraftKings, wasting all our money. No, it needs to be almost conversational. So, babe, I don't have. I need to bring in Danny.
Is it franchise expert analyst? Is that?
Yeah, I kind of. The way I first suggested that was, I think, a little stumbly, not exactly rolling off the tongue. Guys, keep me posted on that tweet. I'm looking forward to it, but unfortunately, I do have to dip.
Yeah. Go see the game, bro. Go engage.
I'm gonna financially engage. I'm not. I don't actually bet. So, enjoy the game, guys. It's good catching up for a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. This was the Experience Podcast with Daniel and someone else.
That was epic. Okay. All right, bye, Alex.
See you guys.
All right,
Another
Daniel.
good
We're pushing this to our expert tweet analysis. Danny is she's gone viral. I'll go to Danny. I don't know how to go to her. I'll show you some of her tweets. Well, I don't. What?
I can't see.
Can you guys see I'm sharing my screen.
I can. It's just small because my computer is. We've talked again. I'm not going to rehash it, but we talked about my computer being terrible.
Yeah, it is pretty terrible. This is the first time I've gone on Twitter for a while.
You got a lot of Dune stuff. Is that
I had a lot of Dune stuff. Well, did I tell you I read Dune recently? Did I tell you about my Dune journey?
I don't think you did, but go ahead.
Wait, also this is confusing. Highest grossing films of the Timothée Chalamet's career. Interstellar? He was in Interstellar?
Yeah, he plays
the son, right?
Whatever it is, yeah.
I did not fucking know that. That's funny.
He plays he played Casey Affleck plays the older version, so he plays the.
Okay, well he's only apparently in there for 5 minutes. It doesn't matter, so.
Yeah.
Dune, and that's what probably. Yeah. And Wonka up there with 632 million. Dune 2 with 660 million. That means Wonka is almost as good from a capitalism perspective. Wonka is just as good a movie, almost as Dune 2, probably. Have you seen Wonka?
I have not seen Wonka.
Oh man, it was a game changer.
Should I see Wonka?
No, I'm just joking. I'm literally just joking.
They're really pushing it. I see it like every time. I don't remember. Is it Max or something? One of them. It's always on like the home screen.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't watch it, but I think you're right. It is on Max, so you can watch it for free. But it kind of just seems like a waste of time. You're just gonna go downhill from. Like,
I heard it was fine.
This is a man that doesn't have any whimsy. Like Gene Wilder, Johnny Depp. You know, as problematic as Johnny Depp is, I think maybe Gene Wilder also had a scandal or something. I don't know. Point is, they had whimsy, right? You kind of need some whimsy to play Wonka. Timothée Chalamet is, I don't know. He's hooking up right now with Kylie Jenner and being like living his model life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just seems like a weird theatrical kid without whimsy. Like in the trailer, he said, "Listen up and settle down," or something like that. No, scratch that. Reverse that. You know what I'm talking about? Listen.
Yes, I think
Listen down and quiet up. No, scratch it. Reverse it. There's no. You see that scene? I know I'm not sharing the audio, but like, there's no whimsy. There's no whimsy. He's in it for the paycheck.
Okay.
I just know.
So Tanner, this is episode 299, which means next week episode 300. So what should we plan? Since you're the producer, obviously.
Correct. Well, I'm a little busy. Like, what time next week?
I don't know. No, we could do it whenever. But like, you know, what should we do? What should the plan be?
We call this episode 299 the brainstorming episode. We brainstorm tweets. We brainstorm what to do for episode 300. Okay. Well, as all great ideas, let me ask ChatGPT what we should do for our 300th episode of our podcast. I don't have a creative bone in my body, so I can't really weigh in. I think, I don't know, we could play like a game. Like, I don't know.
Sound very excited. We'll see what AI is in us. Should you No, you shouldn't. No, don't give any clues as to what the podcast is about. You know, we have while you're typing that, we have had a strange uptick in traffic for the podcast recently.
Wait, really? Explain. Why?
We had way more unique visitors, or not visitors, listeners, whatever it's called, unique listeners over the last month. I don't know what happened, but word's getting out, Tanner. It's happening.
How would you rate the increase of people?
A lot.
Seriously, can you put it in the chat?
I'll tell you how many. So Spotify tells me the unique devices that download, listen to the podcast, right? So, and as soon as I figure out how to do the chat, I'll just text it to you because I can't even figure out the chat on this thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know the exact number. I think it's this number, plus or minus 5. So okay, so just
Oh, okay.
But I guarantee you, it's more than we've had recently. I don't know what it is, but podcast is going up. So we gotta. This is a big. 300 is going to be a big deal for our dedicated fan base here.
Oh dang! That's a lot. That's a lot of people. What the heck?
Right?
Yeah. Can you see more analytics? I'm curious to see where they come from.
I can, but it's I gotta log into the thing and.
Well, maybe for our 300th episode, we do a live call-in show.
I don't know if anyone's getting. Remember, we're still waiting on our first voice message. So.
Okay. Well, so the best of compilation. I feel like we already did that. Listener Q&A. Invite your listeners to submit questions and we can answer them. Kind of like the sound of it. We'll go just have an episode where we go through our Just kidding. Special guest. You're still really well connected with Shaquille O'Neal, right? Can we get him?
I think he's busy. He's busy.
That's okay. Live call-in show, game or challenge. What would help with the magnitude of the moment? I really don't. Interactive storytelling. I kind of like that. What if there's a way we can spin a story? I'm thinking. I mean, what do you think of these, Daniel? This is a brainstorming episode.
I don't. You can have it give it. Can't you have it give you? I can't speak. Can't you have it give you 8 more?
Oh yeah.
Or more ideas. Yeah. Doesn't be 8, but so for our listeners, they gave us 8 ideas. So we'll just
create a collaborative playlist. Okay. Crowdsource top 10 lists. Ooh, okay. Okay. Community challenge. Virtual meetup. That's kind of epic. Fan fiction reading. Okay. I like where that's going. That's where. Okay. Tanner, there it is. Tanner X Daniel fanfic. Okay. Can you generate a Daniel? I just shipped us. What is it? Tanner X Daniel fan fiction. Safe. We'll do safe for work because I don't think it can do. You'll have to look into the subtext. Conversation in coffee. Oh wait, hold on. Can you give it in a conversational / play style? Oh. We give something like this to the tune of a Tennessee. How do you spell Tennessee? Tennes.
Tennessee's got double everything, basically.
Okay, I really stumped it. With that one. That's too much. Okay. Oh man.
Are you gonna read it for listeners, or are you just gonna?
I'm trying to give it.
Yeah,
Daniel.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Absolutely. Tanner, sipping coffee, looking out the window. Another Friday, another rendezvous in this sanctuary of caffeine and conversation. You have to read your own notes. Can you see that?
Okay, I can. Yeah, I can see it. Can you zoom in like 10%?
Yeah. Here. And I'll do this.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Perfect. So you want me? Or we're gonna read?
Yes. Okay. Well, let's start over. We'll start over.
For our listeners,
Oh.
this is just like a little preview of what we're maybe
going to
going to
expect. A full fan fiction. We'll put Alex in the mix too. And it'll get slightly whimsical, and we'll just keep maybe asking ChatGPT to like add whimsy, add a layer of dimension, subvert that, subvert what just happened.
So okay. Go ahead.
Another Friday, another rendezvous in this sanctuary of caffeine and conversation.
Could you hear that? I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Well, you have to say it out loud because it's not going to work.
You know it, Tanner. Wouldn't miss our weekly. What is that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
For the world. 2 of your finest lattes, please.
So, are you going to read the stage directions? Should I?
Why don't you read the stage because
I'll read. Okay. All right, fine. Then I'll continue from there. You're too much, Daniel. So, what's on your mind today? Leaning in conspiratorially.
Oh, you know, the usual. Ideas swirling around in this chaotic brain of mine. I've been thinking about our podcast.
Oh, do tell. You always have the most intriguing ideas.
Well, I've been jotting down some notes. I was thinking we could do a segment on, wait for it, the history of socks.
The history of socks? That's brilliant! Who knew our conversations would delve into the world of footwear?
See, that's why I love bouncing ideas off you, Tanner. You always appreciate my little quirky musings.
That's what I'm here for, Daniel. Our podcast wouldn't be the same without you and your imaginative flair. This is not a Tennessee Williams play. What? I don't know. This is so bad.
The friendship and the magic of caffeine.
Can you add subtext and more interesting in the style of Tennessee? Like, that was just boring. That was really bad. Oh, Tanner, my dear companion. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, can we start over?
Yep, okay. Forget everything you just heard.
Forget everything you just heard. This is better. Okay. Scene opens on a coffee shop. Tanner and Daniel sitting together. Tanner gazes into his coffee tub with a veil of melancholy in his eyes. Another Friday, another rendezvous in this haven of solace amidst the chaos of this world. Daniel, entering the cafe with a swagger, his charismatic facade masking a deeper longing.
Ah, Tanner, my dear companion, in the symphony of solitude. How do you fare on this dreary afternoon?
Tanner offers a wan smile, veiling their inner turmoil. As well as one can get in this relentless storm of existence. I've added a little New Orleans accent.
Yeah,
is that fine? Because I imagine every Tennessee Williams is just in the South.
Just roll with it.
Okay. Pray join me, Daniel. Let us shelter together in this sanctuary of shared discourse. Daniel settles into the booth with a studied nonchalance, concealing the tumultuous emotions swirling beneath the surface.
Your invitation is a beacon of light in the darkness of my soul, Tanner.
He summons the waiter with a flick of his wrist.
2 cups of the elixir of life, if you please.
You always did have a penchant for the theatrics, Daniel. But tell me, what thoughts occupy your restless mind today? Daniel masks his vulnerability with a mask of joviality.
The musings of a tortured artist, my dear Tanner. I've been toiling away at our podcasts, weaving threads of imagination into the fabric of our shared narrative.
Pray enlighten me, O master of spoken word. What tales of wonder have you concocted in the recesses of your mind? Daniel with a
Brace,
gleam of mischief. Sorry.
brace yourself, for my latest revelation is as audacious as it is inspired. I propose a discourse on the evolution of the humble sock.
The evolution of the sock? Oh, truly, Daniel, your imagination has no bounds. But perhaps therein lies the beauty of our collaboration, in the fusion of the mundane and extraordinary. With a mock bow.
Your approval is a balm to my wounded ego, Tanner. It is the validation I seek in this desolate landscape of creative endeavor.
Well, Daniel, your creativity knows no bounds. It is a beacon of hope, shredded in a world of pure black darkness. Daniel raises his cup to the toast. Sorry, I forgot to read. Yeah.
I did it. To the indomitable spirit of friendship and to the alchemy of ideas that binds us together in this fragile dance of existence.
Tanner clasps his cup. To friendship and the eternal quest for meaning in this chaotic tableau we call life. And as they prepare to depart,
same time, same place next week.
Tanner responds with a flicker in his eyes. Indeed, Daniel. Until then, let us navigate these turbulent seas of existence with both courage and grace. Daniel parts.
Until then, my dear friend. Until then.
That was good. Chills. What'd you think of my accent? That's like what I think people from like New Orleans talk, but they also maybe are slightly problematic. Like that's maybe how like I don't know, plantation owners talked, right? I don't think they talk like that in New Orleans right now. That's how they talk. Yeah,
not really like that. Not exactly like that, but yeah.
The Southern Gentile. They kind of have that accent.
You live in the South, Tanner. I guess Atlanta is kind of.
Yeah, but no one really talks like that. So like I was trying to really.
Yeah, no one has the
pull from a inspiration. It could use some, like, I think I started talking like, and once again, just more problematic people, Southern Gentiles, slave and plantation owners. And then I feel like I also sounded like Kevin Spacey in House of Cards, like how he's trying to do a South Carolina accent.
You're really doing an interesting combo of people.
Yeah. Dana, my dear companion. But you see how I twisted some of the words there too? I think that was pretty cool. I really have a flair for improvisational. They really need to put me in they need to put me in a play. But I think I'd mess it up though. But I really like this Tennessee Williams. I love all this subtext here. Gleam of mischief in his eyes. Just kidding. This was actually awful. Like this was so devoid of creativity and like it's like they just pulled out a thesaurus. Thesaurus. Wow. What about a new setting? What about in space?
In space? What do we do?
Okay, here we bury the lead. But can you change the story to be about a space adventure and introduce more subtext? Like get a little risque, right? All right, so here's in space. Cosmic latte. No, not a cosmic. Okay. What the heck? Tanner, my celestial companion. See, this is close. Like 2 cups of nectar of the stars, if you please.
Maybe we need to change. Maybe we need to get off the Tennessee Williams thing now.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to
Okay,
do.
start over. There are 2 characters, Tanner and Daniel. They have, been trapped on a spaceship for 2 weeks now. The rest of the passengers, I'm just going to describe the movie passengers, are cryogenically frozen still. They begin to develop an attraction, but both are too coy to.
Tanner, make sure you put in a thing about Tanner has a secret.
Okay, sure.
Veil, yeah.
Like the actual, like I woke you up.
Maybe I don't know what the. Okay, well you gave away the twist. Yes, but
yeah. That's the twist of Passengers. Chris Pratt actually wakes up.
Well, I meant something different.
He's horny.
But yeah, I know.
This one's just 2 people randomly wake up. There isn't like they're just hanging out, and then they're both kind of just coy. But I want some about their day to day functions that they do to keep the ship alive, but there's some subtext. They exchange.
Let me just for our listeners, this is the longest prompt that an AI has ever gotten. Tanner's already written most of it in the question box here.
Okay, that's pretty good, right?
There.
Okay, here we go. And once again, I'll do the thing. This is what the readers wanted. This is a little bit of a treat before the 300th episode, and we can have one with Alex. And I don't know if you're going to get more people too. Right?
We'll try. See who we can get.
That'd be fun to do a production, like The Experience production, a collection of short scenes. Okay. Tanner monitors the ship's systems, a brow furrowed in concentration. The coolant levels in the engine bay are stabilizing. It seems the recalibration has worked. Daniel checks the navigation consoles, his fingers dancing lightly across the controls.
Good to hear. We don't want any surprises on this journey through the void.
Tanner glances over at Daniel, a faint smile playing on his lips. Indeed, it's comforting to have you by my side during these uncertain times. Daniel meets Tanner's gaze with a warmth in his eyes.
Okay. Likewise, Tanner. Your expertise and dedication are the only constants in the sea of uncertainty.
Put some feeling in there. Come on, Daniel. I feel like
someone would say that.
This is like, I want to be the evil director that really has to be mean to his, the actors to get good performances out of them. That's my dream job, but I'm too kind of a person to do that. Yeah, to just really be mean and be like, "You're awful. Get out of my play. Get out of my stage." Okay, sorry. Back to this. Okay. Tanner turns back to his console, flush up his neck. We make a good team, Daniel. It's almost as if we were meant to navigate the stars together.
Perhaps we were, Tanner. The universe works in mysterious ways after all.
Tanner pauses, his fingers hovering over the controls. Daniel, I want to thank you for everything, for being here with me, and for helping the ship run smooth. Daniel, slightly taken aback, but hiding a smile.
It's my pleasure, Tanner. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else but here with you.
Boom, 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 boom. Tanner's heart pounds in his chest, but he tries to keep a casual tone. There's still so much to do before we reach our destination. I suppose we should get back to it. Daniel nods.
Agreed. But Tanner, know that no matter what lies ahead, I'll always be here for you.
Tanner meets Daniel's gaze, eyes in eyes. This brief moment lasting an eternity. And I for you, Daniel. Always. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was some Tennessee Williams shit.
Postscript there.
What?
I
went off script. I added a little bit more.
Okay.
That was pretty good. What'd you say?
We got to save the rest for next time for the big show. Anything else before we wrap up here?
No.
Okay. We're just gonna end it.
And thank you for listening, all our new viewers. If you've gotten this far, leave an audio comment, please.
We're begging for an audio comment.
We're begging for one. We will address it on the next episode.